So yeah, you follow the game. You follow the players and the ever-brewing controversies that always occupy the airwaves. But have you ever wondered about the lifestyle of your favorite golfer? Their fashion sense? Life off the golf course? And just how they spend their money? Given that golf doesn't enjoy the same following as soccer or even the NBA, how do professional golfers have so much money? Well, there's only one way to find out. So stick around. Teeing off with golf fashion, one salient point no one gets to talk about. You see, the skill of playing golf at an elite level has always garnered attention. However, displaying a sense of fashion while doing so has become equally important. Professional golfers quickly recognized that drawing attention to themselves required more than just excelling at the sport. They understood that spending 4 or more hours outdoors meant being constantly mindful of every aspect of their participation. The fashion trends in golf clothing have undergone changes over the years. Back in the 1900s, golfers donned tweed caps, tweed jackets, starched collars, knickerbockers, and sturdy shoes as part of their attire. In the 1920s, wearing a tie while playing was considered essential. Even in high temperatures, long-sleeved shirts were frequently worn. By the 1950s, the tradition of men wearing formal gray suits had faded away as they chose comfort over formality. This era witnessed the rise of colored fabrics in golf attire, and it was during this time that the first knitted golf shirt was introduced. Clothing companies soon realized the commercial value of having their products seen by large audiences. This became especially significant with the advent of television, as more people began watching the top players compete. In the 60s, golf's big three, Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, and Gary Player, cleverly leveraged the expanding reach of television to combine their exceptional golf talent with effective marketing strategies, showcasing their distinctive clothing styles. While Nicklaus, who underwent a physical transformation, shedding his nickname, Fat Jack, to the Golden Bear, expanded his golf wardrobe with an array of colors. Palmer established his brand identity by incorporating the multicolor umbrella logo. Player, on the other hand, personified the all-black look, earning himself the fitting title of the Black Knight. In today's modern professional game, virtually every available clothing space is occupied by various companies. Golfers, in many ways, have become walking billboards hyping products or services interested in securing space in their clothing. Men's golf fashion today blends different styles accumulated over the years. But who are the best and worst-dressed golfers in the game today? You just have to go with Adam Scott as one of the best-dressed golfers. Because, irrespective of his clothing sponsors, this guy has always looked meticulous in his appearance. He obviously thinks about it and puts a lot of effort into his dressing. And then there's Billy Horschel, the man who has remained one of the best-dressed dudes in the game over the past decade. One can hardly think of a round where he missed the fashion mark. According to Billy, the keys to his fashion success have been attention to detail, nailing his accessories, and well-balanced looks. If I wear multiple navy blue pieces in an outfit, those navy blues have to match perfectly, Horschel said. He has always leaned heavily into FootJoy's icons and Premier Series kicks. What about Fred Couples, the man who started the spikeless shoe trend when he came out with those ECCOs without socks at the 2010 Masters? Regarded as one of the coolest guys in golf, Fred Boom Boom changed everything in the golf shoe market since that day. And then there's Ricky Fowler, whose fashion sense pops among other golfers who most often blend in with their surroundings. His outfits tend to stand out one way or the other. But as strange as this might sound, there's actually a player with a quirky fashion sense. Golf's bad boy used to be the guy with the khaki pants and impressive swing on the golf course. But is he a fashion icon? Not exactly. The seasoned PGA Tour veteran has amassed a cult following in the golf world due to his non-traditional, free-spirited lifestyle and eccentric outfits. From his SpongeBob pants to his psychedelic slacks, Daly has one of the weirdest outfits among the pros. But unlike men's golf, the female golf world has faced multiple controversies regarding dress codes. The LPGA dress code requires that shorts be a certain length, and many are seen to have broken the dress code, which in itself sparked wider debates about the expectations placed on female athletes to conform to certain dress codes and whether those dress codes are fair and appropriate. However, there are those who defend the LPGA's dress code, arguing that it is important to maintain a certain level of professionalism on the golf course. They also point out that the dress code applies to both men and women and that the rules are in place to ensure that all players are dressed appropriately. Back in 2014, the US Women's Open was rocked by controversy when Lexi Thompson and Michelle Lee were accused of violating the LPGA's dress code. The outfit, which included shorts that were deemed too short, received more attention in the media. Throughout the tournament, Lee wore her shorts and ultimately finished in a tie for 11th place. Since the incident, the LPGA has updated its dress code to be more specific and detailed, but it continues to face criticism for what some perceive to be a focus on women's bodies. Critics argued that the LPGA rules were overly strict and that they are focused on women's bodies rather than their athletic abilities. This sparked a debate about gender and dress code in sports, with many pointing out that male golfers are not subjected to the same level of scrutiny when it comes to their outfits. Regardless of gender, female golfers should be free to wear what they feel comfortable and confident in on the course without facing criticism or punishment for their clothing choices. Unfortunately, the LPGA's attempts to introduce a new dress code in 2017 were met with considerable resistance from female golfers and other critics. Many viewed the new guidelines as an attempt to shame female players and enforce outdated sexist notions about women's bodies and appearance. The dress code included specific rules against plunging necklines, leggings, and skirts or shirts that were deemed too short. Additionally, the dress code contained more general guidelines about appropriate attire that some felt were too subjective and could unfairly target female players. Some female golfers spoke out against the dress code, and Paige Spiranac was not the type to let it slide. Spiranac is a name that has become well known in the sports world for both her skills as a golfer and her provocative outfits. The American golfer first gained attention in 2015 when she posted a video of herself hitting a golf ball while wearing a tight-fitting outfit. The video quickly went viral, and Spiranac was soon dubbed the world's sexiest golfer. Since then, Spiranac has continued to cultivate a large following on social media, where she frequently posts photos and videos of herself in provocative poses and outfits. She has also become a sought-after model and spokesperson, appearing in ads for companies like Callaway Golf and 18 Birdies. Writing for a renowned magazine, Paige expressed her viewpoint. If professionalism in golf equals athleticism, then athleticism should be promoted and showcased, and that means allowing the clothes that promote it. She further took down the LPGA for its decision, stating, "By labeling women as looking unprofessional when showing cleavage or shorts worn under a skirt, the LPGA is perpetrating the outdated stereotypes about the connection between what a woman wears and her morals." However, Spiranac still faced criticism and backlash for her provocative image. Some argue that her work is objectifying and exploitative, while others appreciate her for promoting her body positivity and challenging golf's traditional image. It's worth noting that since leaving the sport in 2016, Spiranac has increasingly focused on glamour modeling, promoting lingerie, and appearing in racy photo shoots. Well, what matters is an athlete's performance, not their appearance. And there's the need for a level playing field for all athletes. Let us know in the comments below what you make of golfers' drip and the fashion sense of the tour's pros.